Hi there guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. My name is James, and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about Reading's upcoming fixture against Fleetwood Town. Now, it's a must-win game for Reading in my opinion. It's the first meeting ever between the two sides. Fleetwood currently sitting in 22nd position, whereas Reading sitting in 23rd. In my opinion, it's a game we have to win. If we don't, we're really going to be kind of cast adrift in the table already, just over a quarter of the way gone so far this season, and Reading sitting in that bottom 4 position. And if we don't go ahead and get a win today, I really do fear, and in my opinion, Ruben Selles should be getting the boot if he's unable to beat Fleetwood Town. Lee Johnson is the Fleetwood manager, hasn't had a great amount of success so far. They did win 2 games previously, but on a bit of a dry spell once again. The result at the weekend was a 1-0 loss to Lincoln, as they had a man sent off. Main defender in the back 3, as it was Ensila, who's played all 12 games this season, being sent off. In terms of Fleetwood's best player, according to Who Scored, Junior Quitima is the best player. 2 man of the match performances, 2 goals and 2 assists for him, with a 7.07 rating from 11 matches so far this year. Now, in terms of the strengths and weaknesses for Fleetwood, you know we're going to go ahead and go through that. Fleetwood's strengths are shooting from direct free kicks, protecting the lead and stealing the ball from the opposition. Their weaknesses, though, are a bit more finishing scoring chances, as they've only scored 8 goals this season, stopping opponents from creating chances, defending counter-attacks, defending against through balls, and avoiding fouling in dangerous areas. Now, Fleetwood's style of play is that they're aggressive, they attack down the right-hand side, like to rotate their first 11, and their opponents play aggressively against them. Now, it's 2 teams that have 2 of the worst disciplines in the league. 30 yellow cards and 5 red cards for Fleetwood Town this season. I think it could be something Reading could look to take advantage in this fixture. Reading have been able to make opponents kind of kick out at Reading, especially with individual skill, which is really input in this first 11. When you see the likes of Femi Aziz, as much as he doesn't have great final product, he is able to be a tricky winger. You've got the likes of Paul McCarroll, Caelan Vickers, also able to have a lot of skill. Kelvin Ehibachaman, Harvey Nibbs, again, players that are able to get fouls, if that makes sense. They're able to win free kicks in dangerous areas for Reading. Now, I think this game realistically should be one that we should win. Listen, I'm not underestimating Fleetwood in the slightest, but Reading's home record is a lot better than the away. 2 wins and a draw in the last 3. In my opinion, it should be something that Reading go ahead and get the win. Now, in terms of a starting 11 for myself, I went ahead and have picked David Button in goal. At right back, I've gone with Kelvin Abrafa, and the 2 centre backs being Tyler Binden and Nelson Abbey. Left back, as once again Nestor Guinness-Walker retaining his place in the side. Now, at home, I am going to stick with the 4-2-2, as we see once again Michael Craig and Lewis Wing in the middle of the park. Out wide, I think Paul McCarroll alongside Harvey Nibbs is the right options for Reading, with Ehibachaman and Sam Smith being the 2 strikers in this game. Look, I think if Sam Smith is fit enough, that is, for him to start. If not, Don Ballard obviously would be the option up front. Realistically, I think this should be a win for Reading. If it's not, massive danger signs, and in my opinion, Selles should get the sack. Obviously said that just a moment ago, but I really do stick by it. When you realistically look going into the season, Reading were looking at experienced head coaches and experienced managers to bring in. You look at the likes of Nathan Jones, you look at the likes of Chris Wilder, Richie Wellens, Steve Cottrell. All these names were linked with the Reading job, but it turned out to be inexperienced Ruben Selles, who it almost seems like Reading took a punt on, and in my opinion, it's not working out. Yes, he's got 6 wins so far this season, but the majority of them wins coming in cup games. Listen, I don't want to say it's not good enough, but so far to start the season, it has not been good enough. 7 losses out of 7 away from home is unacceptable. And it's actually over a full calendar year since Reading took the lead in a game, or scored first, in an away game. It is a massive, massive hoodoo that we've got to get over, and 10 games out of the next 13 at home is something Reading need to take massive advantage of. We realistically, in my opinion, need to string 7 wins out of them 13 games, in my opinion, to really kind of put a foothold on this season and kick it off. The excuses I've made so far is that Reading haven't had a pre-season, and that realistically now, and that around November, December time is when Reading should start to kick on. Time is now. It's the end of October. Reading need to start to kick on now. This is where I will start to turn on the manager, because if he doesn't start producing the results now, unfortunately that's it. We know it's rotten from top to bottom, from the head. It's a trickle down effect from the ownership, from the top dogs. But listen, unfortunately, Ruben Selles isn't producing the goods on the pitch. If he can't get a win in this game, give it to Noel Hunt. It's unfortunate to say, but unfortunately, it's my opinion. That's going to be a score prediction as well. I do think we'll get the win. I'm going 2-0 Reading. I do see a first goal in his re-home debut for Sam Smith, and Harvey Nibbs is going to pick up the other. That's going to be it for this video today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. My name's been James, and we'll see you all for another video very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.